Hi, guys. Welcome to Barnyard Breakdown. This is your host, Jada.
This is your host, Ashley.
This is your host, Mariana.
And this is your host, Gracia.
Okay, so we're reading Animal Farm, and let's
Yeah.
set the stage. Okay, so Animal Farm was published in 1945, and a little fun fact about Animal Farm: it's banned in some places like China, etc. I can't think of the other places, but it was kind of
Yeah. Bad book.
it
Yes.
was kind of seen
Bye.
as disrespectful to the Communist Party, and some of the characters are jokes and like represented as real life characters, and I don't think they would like that. But
Like sarcastic personifications of like really bad dictators.
yeah, like the pigs were greedy, and yeah, this represents greed, and so
Yeah.
on. Okay,
Should we go chapter by
Animal
chapter?
Farm.
Yeah, I think that's an easy breakdown.
Alright. Let's open up our books to chapter 1, guys.
Okay.
okay, so I'm sorry about that. Your host Shada's back, and the animals led by the old major who represents Karl Marx. Guys, Karl Marx.
Yeah, Karl Marx.
Yeah, they gather in the barnyard and they hear this powerful speech, and after that, they're just so dedicated and into rebelling against the humans.
They're inspired to rebel against the farm owner, Mr. Jones.
They often say that man is the only enemy that they have because they feel like they're in slavery, basically. Little do they know, though. Little do
Because
they
they
know.
don't get fed, they gotta work all the time, and they hate their lives, and they think it sucks.
Yeah. Um.
But then in chapter 1, really quickly, they overthrow Mr. Jones, who is the owner of the manor farm.
And at first, like I was totally for the animals. Like I thought, like okay, they're rebelling against humans. Like yes, humans are bad. Yes, humans could be really gross, but I feel like in this book, and these animals are real idiots. No, maybe that.
I think that they have a plan, but they're very gullible, so they just kind of they're just easily fooled, which is sad.
Why is my iPad not charging? And yeah, and then they make up their song "Beasts of England,"
Beast of
and that
England.
song was very
And
nice.
they sung it like every Sunday, was it? Every Sunday. And also the rebel was inspiring the animals to envision a world where they could control their own like
War.
Yeah.
destiny. I need to blow my nose. My nose is a little stuffy.
And it's giving church, honestly.
Oh
It's
yes.
giving they go to
Okay, yeah.
church and they worship, and also because they
And
go.
also, yeah. Oh wait. Also, what was that crow? That bird that came and sang Sugar King Mountain. That represented heaven, and that's where all animals go, where they die, and it's up in the sky and it's so
Yeah,
peaceful. So they kind of
Oh,
built their own little
freaking
religion too,
roses.
as
and
well. Maybe that's
yeah,
yeah.
and but there's like
Mhm.
beliefs like that, and then they literally have the 7 commandments, and in the Bible there's the 12 commandments.
Didn't they call it
Mm.
like animalism?
Oh yeah. Wait, some of the Seven Commandments were like four legs, four legs
It
good,
must
two
No
have
legs
been
bad,
animal shall
religion.
drink.
and no animal, no animal
Kill.
shall lay in a bed with sheets.
Yeah.
Guys, that's chapter
Crazy.
2.
Okay, well, we don't have to like freaking
Kill.
go crazy deep
Mari,
into each
are
chapter
you
because
gonna
I
get
don't
kicked
remember
out of the
the
group
chapter.
chat?
Oh, okay. And then basically, chapter 2 goes more into detail of how they're settling into their lives without Jones and them. And then that's what leads them to create the commandments to set some type of order. And it's just like basic rules for animalism. And
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, thank you, host Gracia. And let's go ahead and start painting a picture of these animals. There was Napoleon, which was a pig, and he was very greedy. Uh, he was just power hungry. Who pig? Who wants to? You know, let's cut that
Yeah.
out. From the beginning, Napoleon is, let's just say, less interested in equality and more interested in control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snowball is like the idealistic, intelligent leader who represents Leon Trotsky.
Yep.
Correct.
Like I gathered my notes before this. He genuinely
And then
wants to
they kick
improve life
out
for all
Mr. Jones.
animals. Yeah, we are a little bit unorganized.
I feel like from those two characters, like we're setting aside, well, not aside, but we're setting sides, you know?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
but they were just
one
dumb. Like animals
representing
are just
one thing
dumb.
and then
Like from the
another
start.
representing another, like ideals and stuff.
Yeah. Um, and Boxer, he was very easy to
Manipulated.
manipulate, as it may seem like he was like a um strong-minded guy, but no,
I
he was
hated
easy manipulated, as
Napoleon.
he would work harder for Napoleon, even though like Napoleon was freaking evil, and he just didn't know that, and he thought like Napoleon was always right. Yeah, Napoleon was really evil, and Squealer was like his little freaking hamster.
Yeah, but they
Like
set this
they were like
whatever.
best buds, and Squealer was always
Napoleon is the
covering up
very.
for
Oh
Napoleon.
yeah, because the pigs,
Like
they're
ew.
like, actually, we're like the most like smartest. I mean, most smart. I mean, the most. Okay, we're intelligent, and you guys are really not. So we're gonna be in charge, and you guys do all the labor for us, and we'll do all the thinking. They're like, okay, we do that. Okay.
Yeah. Like, by the way, all the animals they could not read, so you could tell how
Dude, you said
easily
7
it would be to
commitments.
for them to get manipulated. Like they couldn't even read the seven commandments. Like how would they know that's what it
Commandments.
actually said? Eight
Wait, the
commandments,
only
right?
one that could kind of read was
Seven commandments.
uh
Okay, okay, seven.
Benjamin.
Like they
Yeah.
couldn't even
Oh yeah, they'd be
read the
like,
seven
Benjamin, come here, read this to
commandments.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But low key, like Benjamin wasn't reacting fast enough. Like he knew what was going on,
Yep.
but
Yep.
like
Yep.
he
And
kind of
then
stayed to
So
the
himself for
cat.
a bit.
Okay, shut up.
oh yeah.
Like
Go.
yeah,
Go.
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 Benjamin, you
Oh
gotta be
my
faster
freaking
than
gosh.
I forgot the cat's name. Isn't that the horse?
that.
The cat's name is Chester.
Okay,
Molly.
yeah.
No, the cat's
I don't
name
know.
is
I just get
No. Yeah, Molly was a
it is
freaking
Molly.
horse. I don't think they ever
What?
get the cat name.
Charlie Cheddar.
Yeah, not really.
Oh wait, no, Molly is the one that
Okay.
liked her
No.
ribbons.
Yeah.
I
The
feel like the cat doesn't even
cat's
matter.
name
Like, I
is
don't really remember him.
I also read like this article how like Molly kind of represented the middle class, where she's so like comforted by her privileges, where she
Okay.
kind of
mm.
doesn't really care for the struggles. That's why she's always gone, and like
Yeah.
she would only care when it comes to like herself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you could see that she was very self-centered. Like it said, she refused to learn
Yeah.
more
Like she didn't
than the
care.
6 letters
She
that
was like,
spelled
bruh,
her
me, me,
own
me.
name.
Yeah.
You know, and that just like it really shows you what type of character she became. And you know,
Yeah.
And then oh yeah, so then they um they're doing well, but then the pigs start getting a little cocky with themselves, and they start being a little more like, yeah, yeah, you guys do this, we do this only, and then to the point to where, oh yeah, and then there's pigs who are in charge, Snowball and Napoleon, but they're always arguing because they always want to be right and they always want to do what they want to do, and that got really bad.
Yeah,
Snowball,
and
yeah, but I said both of them.
Yeah,
their biggest thing
Snowball.
was the windmill
Originally, I
that
think came up with the idea.
Napoleon wanted to build. Well, who wanted to build the
Um,
windmill? Both of them, right?
Snowball. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know why they both want to
but
build it in the
Napoleon wanted
first
to build
place
it for
because
like
they're
all
like
the
animals,
wrong
like they're not supposed to be
reasons.
building.
yeah. Yep.
Right.
I don't think.
Right.
Where it kind of took away.
No, right.
Yeah, like it's giving that's a human job.
Right.
Just eat your hay.
Ah.
But yeah,
Right,
but
right,
weren't the pigs like also like drinking the
right.
cow's milk and stuff, and you know it started um like setting things aside for themselves.
Yeah, and then yeah, everybody
Yeah,
was
like
just
you could
dumb
see like
though,
the
cause they
lies
were
slowly build up.
yeah,
I Okay, at first when we were reading this book, we thought it was like too straightforward where we're like, is there
yeah.
anything even to this book?
Mhm.
But
Like
it turns
reading
out
it was
Mm.
actually very easy.
it
Like
was,
the
but it's
road was
definitely
definitely
obviously not as
harder
complicated
because
as it
like
sounds. Like
there's so
it's
many
really
things you had to
straightforward.
imagine
Like
and then literally just like a bunch of filler words constantly.
yeah,
But this literally got straight to the point and like everything happened all at once.
definitely. The
Yeah,
book is like 100 pages,
that's
so
true.
that
Like I'm glad I
tells
got it
you.
done because now I can say I read the book.
But it was still a good book at the end of the day. It's like one of those books you
But
just have to read by the time. Like,
I don't
you know.
care.
Mhm.
Um.
Exactly.
So then Napoleon becomes a dictator.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And also the windmill gets like destroyed because it for Snowball, it was supposed to be for genuine
For the
improvements, and then Napoleon kind of stole that
I
idea
don't know.
and used it
I don't
for
know.
the the better worse, if that's the thing. And and yeah, the greater bad. And the animals got manipulated and they thought like, Napoleon, your argument was so good, you're right, even though Napoleon deep down his true intentions weren't as pure as they sounded. So they easily got manipulated, and then eventually, coincidentally, the windmill got destroyed, and Napoleon immediately blamed it on Snowball because it was giving jealous vibes. And so now everyone
Buy
wanted
some
to kill
dogs.
Snowball. Yeah, guys.
Even though at this point Snowball had never been seen by them because he was chased away by freaking
Yeah,
Napoleon's
Yeah.
dogs.
yeah.
Like, like they were pinning everything on Snowball so they wouldn't
Mhm.
like actually point fingers at
Yeah.
any real culprit.
But Snowball left, got on. Like, Snowball was like, I don't need you guys. So he was gone, which good for him because these animals were literal
Mhm.
idiots. Wait, I'm not opening my book. Let's open it.
Sorry.
I'm just saying things off the top of my head, but let's dig a little deeper. Um, I'm gonna pull out a random quote in my book. It was said that Snowball's
So
rebellion was caused simply by his vanity and ambition.
I feel like something that I hated was when like um the freaking Napoleon was like talking about I don't know like how he's right or whatever, and then all of a sudden like the sheep would interrupt him and then be like 4 legs good, 2 legs bad for like 5 minutes straight, and I feel like that's such a manipulation tactic. Like the name themselves, like they're literally sheep. They're like following him. They're
Yeah,
going into lies and stuff. Like that always annoyed me because they constantly did that.
oh, I
yeah.
think
This is
animalism.
also
I think now
another
that I'm thinking of
satire
it, I literally think I
representation
learned
of
that in
real
history, and
life,
I
how the
think it's like
sheep
a
are
real thing
followers.
actually.
And this
Mm-hmm.
represents like
Animalism is the theory that humans or animals, meaning our identity and persistence, are tied to our biological existence as Homo sapiens, not
what's
to any non-physical source or essence. That we are animals.
so that was pretty much Napoleon. How you guys could tell how like jealous. Not
Yeah.
jealous, but just very evil intentioned he was. And let's talk about his little hamster Squealer, how he was like the propaganda pig. And he kind of always twisted the truth of things. One great
That is
example
true.
that it just stuck with me is Boxer died. Spoiler. Boxer ended up dying. Well, no, actually, let me rephrase that. Boxer was sick at first, so they called the animal rescue or animal hospital. But it turns out the van that came to pick Boxer up was a slaughterhouse van, and the animals were like, "No, Boxer's gonna die," and they were sad. And then Squealer came and said, "You idiots!
It was
That
previously the.
obviously was
He said
I
it
would
was
a
still believe
van
him.
previously.
I'm not gonna lie.
that
He said it
was
was
made.
previously the
That
slaughterhouse's
van was
van, but
made
the
for
vet
something else.
hospital
I
bought
lost
it,
my
so
thought.
they just haven't like
Yeah, I
remodeled
lost
it yet.
my thought.
That's a like literally smart
No?
lie. I feel.
Yeah, and I was telling Gracia too how like at the beginning Squealer would honestly his lies would work on me, so I would think that Snowball was
Yeah.
actually the bad pig and that Napoleon wasn't. And I was just like,
Oh,
that's so crazy because
brother.
that's how you know I'm gullible because how did they get me? But I mean, no. It's not that I thought Snowball was fully bad. I just didn't know who was worse. That's
Might as well start buying two
Like,
sheep good. I mean, two leg good,
yeah.
four leg bad. I mean, two leg bad, four leg good.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a very important quote. Like they said this throughout the
But then at
whole
the
book,
end, they start
representing
walking other
that the human,
legs.
which the two legged are bad, and the four
Oh,
legged, which are animals, are good. Which, little do
Mm,
they know
all
again.
that year the animals worked like slaves.
There will be points where the animals were starving, and they still thought like it was
Yeah,
better than it
because
yeah.
was back then.
they truly just
So they
because
kind of got convinced that no matter
they
the
were like, okay,
horrible
we're doing all this
situation that they're
work,
in
but we're
right
still
now,
working for
back then it
ourselves
was
and not for
worse. So
somebody
it's better
else.
yeah.
So
to
that's
suck
why
it
they
up.
still accepted it. They accepted the fact that they were doing that all that labor.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like the fact that they submitted so easily was because of the freaking dogs and like
Hmm.
Oh
So
yeah,
now he made an
the
army.
dog fear.
Yes.
They were a fierce tool of control. Napoleon's
Oh,
mhm.
Cora.
Tactics,
dogs.
comrades, tactics.
Yeah, he's making an army, an intimidating army. There was also a part in the book where the animals started to like have a sense of realization, like maybe Snowball isn't horrible because they remember like in the battle when they were
When they were
fighting with the
fighting back.
humans, they like Snowball had wounds on his back to
Yes.
show like he actually was
All right.
fighting for what he truly wanted. But then I forgot.
I think that one thing that I really hated was that like Snowball. Okay, maybe I missed it or something, but it's like Snowball kind of like I don't know if he got scared away by the dogs, but like how he never really like gave a big hint or like even tried helping out the rest of the animals. He kind of just disappeared on them, and that's like he never came. Like maybe he did come back because people were saying that because also the pigs like I guess Napoleon he if
Yeah,
anyone would how do you say it because they were saying that they were seeing Snowball. Like they were like meeting up with Snowball or something, and that Napoleon would have them killed because they were revealing that they were seeing Snowball. Yeah, and like he never came back
How he just
for them or
disappeared.
anything like that.
so you feel like he didn't really care for the animals
And
because he
yet,
just
where animals
disappeared.
were getting killed, like chickens and like hens or something. And I was remembering something about what Ms. Burke said. Like there is just maybe they were like listening because they were maybe thinking that they were going to be safer instead of getting killed. They would rebel against Napoleon, which I'm pretty sure that would
Yeah.
have happened. So they were just going with
And,
the safer option.
and they
Oh.
rebuilt the windmill like 2 times.
Mhm.
And ow, bruh, don't freaking bite me. And it would make me mad how they'd be like, we can build 7 windmills if we want to. And I'm
Mhm.
like, bruh, y'all not even building. Like it's us. So why are you speaking on behalf of us?
Mhm.
because y'all not building. So we're not gonna build no 7 windmills. Our windmills just broke down.
Yeah, and then like with all that extra labor, like their food constantly just
Mm,
got
mm.
like they just got less and less more food throughout.
Oh yeah.
And the pigs I think got more food.
When Napoleon was about to quote unquote die, but then he was just drunk.
Oh, I hate it. I think I wrote in my book like please yes go all
Oh
over my
bruh.
book. All over my book I hate
Oh, wait.
Napoleon. I hate Napoleon. I
Literally,
squeezed
that
it
freaking
too.
annoyed me. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh. And let's talk about how the commandments started to shift over time. Like progressively, the pigs gained
I
privilege,
think it was like
and soon enough, like the new
shouldn't
commandment
drink
was
alcohol.
that
Dude, how they
no
murdered all those
animals
animals?
are. God.
The dogs ate them.
like when they completely
That
switched
was
it.
scary.
Yeah, like some animals are more wait, what is it?
No,
Help
no,
me find
no,
that page where they said that some
no.
animals are equal than others. Wait, no.
Oh, it was
Okay,
like
so
they completely
Like,
switched every like they
bruh.
Wait,
got rid of
Jada, did you
everything,
want
and
the
then
first
the
one
only
that they
thing left on
changed?
the wall was like all
Oh, okay.
animals are equal, but
Um,
some animals are more equal than others.
yeah, and like that was like also I feel like they're
yeah.
climbing the social class ladder because it was giving rags to riches because they forgot
Right.
where they came from. Like like first it was all
Mm-hmm,
animals are equal, but now they want to change it
mm-hmm.
that
Right.
some
It's
animals
giving
are more
like
equal
Out
yeah,
of
than
like
touch.
others
yeah.
because what they're gaining more power. So
Yeah,
like, it was
it's
just
something I
giving
did not
like
annotate.
they literally forgot where they came from. And I
Mm.
When they were in the barn.
yeah.
Okay, can we talk about the last part now?
Okay.
About okay, so basically one afternoon, like what's her name?
My
Freaking
legs.
Clover, I think. Like she screamed, and then everybody rushed over to see what was happening. And then it turns out that the pigs had started walking on like their 2 feet, hind legs,
Scary.
and then like
Mm-hmm.
slowly, like all the pigs started walking like that, and they were all just in disbelief, and they seen that they were wearing the clothes of Mr. Jones and his wife, and
They were
Right.
wearing leather
Napoleon himself
leggings,
appearing
black
in a black
coat.
coat, rat catcher breeches, and leather leggings, while his favorite so appeared in the water silk
yeah.
dress which Mrs. Jones had been used to wear on Sundays. But yeah, leather leggings is crazy. I definitely don't ever want to look. That's actually a very scary image to even picture.
Dude,
Yeah.
and it's leather like that's his friend. That's his
Oh,
people.
and yeah, think about that.
And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like for us, that family like broke the realization of like everything that was going on,
Like they
to
want
like
to be
the point,
humans now.
yeah, to like the point where they changed their chant. That was like 4 legs good, 2 legs bad,
Yep.
to 4 legs
Bullshit.
good, 2 legs
Wait.
better.
And who was the
Better.
name
Like
of
what
the
happened to you guys?
guy
You
that
white I mean not white
Napoleon
you
like I
brain
guess
you
did was
brainwashed
partners with?
animals like
Yes, Mr. Pinkleton. Mr. Pinkleton was also very bad.
yeah, they Napoleon often
Mm-hmm.
did business with him. They were business buddies. He was an outsider and he was a human, and Napoleon built this attachment to him.
Mm.
Yeah. But soon enough, they Mr. Pink Pilkington and
Mm-hmm.
Napoleon were so close of friends, and some other humans like Foxwood and other animals. They were playing a game of cards, sitting at the table. Napoleon himself occupying the seat of honor at the head of the table. Who does he think he is? Napoleon got up, plashed his drink, well,
Yes.
toast his
And
drink,
then
like as if he was human.
Napoleon decided to give a
And
toast.
yeah.
And
This
then said,
mirroring human.
"Gentlemen, I will give you the same toast as before, but in a different form. Fill your glasses to the brim. Gentlemen, here's my toast. To the prosperity of the Manor Farm, because he changed Animal Farm. He abolished actually the name and changed it to Manor Farm, which was the previous name
Right.
when Mr. Jones was running it. So it really
That's
two steps forward. Wait,
crazy.
that was once I forgot.
I feel like that just shows like they gained their freedom, but at what cost? Like being chained up in another form, or like actually even worse, because it said that they were working twice as hard for less as much
Yeah,
food as they used to
that's what I
get.
read in
Yeah.
the thing.
Like the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer, and they didn't even realize it. The poor
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize it. Sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Soon enough, Napoleon had
Oh,
the
okay.
honor of control of the
Um.
And we hate
farm,
Napoleon.
Okay, so Clover.
and
Yes, yes.
Um. So then I guess all the animals all
we
saw
hate
that, and then
we
they
hate
kind of walked
Gandalf
away.
the Squealer.
And then I think Clover had heard something more, so
Tape,
then
tape,
she
tape.
went back, and then um she just saw that there was no difference between the pigs and the humans.
Mhm. Oh my! Well, listen to this quote, you guys. It says, "The creatures outside looked from
And
pig to
that's
man,
how they
and
ended
from
this.
man to pig, and from pig
Yep,
to man
yep,
again.
yep.
But already it was impossible to say which was which." Crazy.
And boom. That's how the book ends.
One, three.
Um,
All
All
animals are
animals
it
equal,
was
are
not that
but
equal.
some
great, but it's
animals
Some
okay.
are more
animals
equal
are
than
more
others.
equal than others. So
Right.
boom.
Part two, give a thumbs up in the chat, and also let us know if you
And
wanted
that's
us to
pretty
get
much
extra
the
credit for this
barnyard
thing.
Yes,
breakdown.
and
Let me
I
know if you guys want
yes.
a part two.
Oh, okay.
And let me know, yeah. Okay, bye.